It's been about 7 years since I've started my powerlifting journey. It all started when I saw a skinny guy named Max Tuning, aka the Deadlift Bra, deadlifting 500 plus pounds for reps back in 2015. Fast forward a few months and I got to witness my first powerlifting meet on the sideline and realized, wow, I could probably be good at this thing. I've done 6 powerlifting meets since then. The first meet I went in and I took first place with ease and realized this is what I wanted to put all my effort into. My second meet, I cut down to 148 pounds. I felt like a complete zombie going into weigh-ins. Thankfully, it was a 24-hour weigh-in and I was able to eat like crazy leading up to it and ended up setting 2 state records. And 1 for my total. From there, USA Powerlifting, the big boy federation, weighing in at 144 pounds, completely bombed out of the meet after failing my squats and benches. That was a tough pill to swallow. That loss fueled every workout, every rep for the next year leading up to my next meet, which was USA Powerlifting Northeast Regionals, where I took 3rd place, which I was super proud of, being that it was a regional meet. From there, I wanted to go back to regionals. I wanted to end my powerlifting career at USA Powerlifting Nationals in Daytona Beach, Florida. It would have been my last chance to compete in junior nationals. And then COVID hit. That wasn't gonna stop me though. The gyms were closing, I had to find a way to keep training, so I built a gym out of a storage locker, gathering equipment wherever I could find it. I trained my butt off in that gym and surprised myself by being able to hit PRs even with the little equipment that I had. Then they ended up canceling regionals and nationals. After that, I ended up hiring a coach. I finally got to compete again in Virginia, where I thought I was gonna end it, being that it was 2 days before I turned 24, which would bump me into the open division. The meet was going so good. People were coming up to me. They were asking me, hey, how long have you been training? If I had any tips for them. Then it was time to bench. I ended up lifting my heel 1/2 inch off the ground for my lift and ended up not counting. So at that point, I failed out of the meet because I could not get my next set. In my head, I was like, here we go again. I ended up continuing the meet this time and hitting 545 on my deadlift, which was awesome. It was a meet PR of deadlifts, but I still failed out of the meet. I couldn't settle ending my career taking an L, which brings me to my last meet back in October, where I took first place in my first USA Powerlifting Open Division meet. This meant the world to me because I honestly did not think I would ever compete in the open division. That was not in the cards for me. The fact that I took first place in my first open division, I was ecstatic because going in, I didn't know what was gonna happen. But I did know whether I took first place or 6th place, this was the last meet. This video you're seeing right here is back in October. It's my goodbye video from powerlifting that I filmed 6 weeks prior to my last meet. I made up the decision that it was my last meet, and whether or not I took 1st, 6th, 3rd, this was my last meet. It seemed really depressing to me at the time because I was saying goodbye to a sport that I loved, but I knew I had to let it go. I'm not gonna upload that video because as time passed, since then, I actually realized it's actually the beginning of new doors opening for me and a brand new journey. Stay tuned.